Kaatsu training of today is a result of 40 years of testing and research in Japan. Recently, research has been conducted at prestigious universities throughout the United States. Currently, in a practical setting, Kaatsu is used in fitness and rehabilitation throughout Japan. So what is Kaatsu training? Kaatsu is a method of training performed with special belts worn on the upper legs and arms to appropriately and safely restrict blood flow. The Kaatsu master works by using two compressors to inflate the belts. Kaatsu gives readouts in mmHgs, or millimeters of mercury. These readouts are used to carefully appropriate pressure for the individual. This pressure is contingent on many factors, including age and physical condition. Once the appropriate pressure has been set, the individual then performs the required training. The most distinctive feature of Kaatsu training is that it produces a variety of positive physiological effects in a very short period of time and using extremely light loads. By carefully monitoring and applying the proper amount of pressure to the upper arms and legs, blood flow becomes moderately and safely restricted. With the Kaatsu belts on, the limbs pool with blood. As any exercise, the heart begins to pump faster, increasing blood flow. The pressure within the veins then rises, blood travels to the remote capillaries, and blood vessels dilate. Repeatedly applying and releasing pressure increases the diastolic and contractile function of seldom used capillaries. This improves the blood circulation of the whole body. Also, as a result of Kaatsu training, the nitric oxide produced by endothelial cells lining the inside of the blood vessels starts to increase. Nitric oxide is involved in the constriction and relaxation of blood vessel walls and the control of inflammatory cells. With continued Kaatsu training, nitric oxide increases in blood vessels, increasing their elasticity. Kaatsu also has a toning effect on twitch muscles. Muscles can be divided into two types: fast twitch muscle, which generally activate quickly and generate explosive power for activities such as sprinting, and slow twitch muscle, which are more suited to endurance and are efficient at using oxygen to generate fuel and activate over continuous extended muscle contractions. Because these muscles develop in different ways, normally they cannot be toned at the same time. However, in Kaatsu training, because blood flow is appropriately restricted, slow twitch muscles, which normally take a long time to activate, run out of oxygen early and begin working immediately. This shortage of oxygen artificially induces a state, usually only achieved by high-intensity exercise. This tricks the brain into thinking that the body is performing explosive exercise. In response, fast twitch muscle is activated, and both types of muscles can be toned at the same time. As muscle becomes fatigued, it produces lactic acid. After a series of exercises, Kaatsu training increases the amount of lactic acid, which in turn stimulates receptors within the muscle. With a rise in the concentration of lactic acid in the blood, the growth hormone secreting sites in the brain are stimulated, leading to elevated secretions of growth hormone, adrenaline, and anabolic hormones. The rise in the concentration of lactic acid also stimulates intramuscular receptors. The signals from these receptors cause the pituitary gland to secrete additional growth hormone, activating metabolism and causing fat to be burned. These factors, secretion of growth hormone, better diastolic and contractile function, increased nitric oxide production, and simultaneous activation of fast and slow twitch muscles, combine to make Kaatsu training a clear choice for those looking for maximum results over a shorter period of time and without excess exertion. Currently, Kaatsu is used in rehabilitation and muscle building throughout Japan. At the moment, in the United States, Kaatsu is going through FDA approval and will hopefully be in the medical and fitness arenas in the near future.